Hey y'all, it is me, Stop Dropping Roll On, and I am coming to y'all because I just got through doing workout, okay? I don't know what to call it because I didn't do the entire workout. I did as much of it as I possibly could, and so I guess I'll call it the semi-firm, okay? That means part of the firm. And it has been a while. This is one of my throwback videos. But as you can see by the sweat and everything, I mean, it's for real, okay? For real. I hadn't done exercise with Kelsey in a while. And I started to do something else, and then I was like, I'm not going to do that. I don't even feel like doing that. So I was like, I'm just going to see how far I can get in this particular video today. So I started, let me see, I can tell you specifically because I haven't had my Fitbit on all day. And when I put this on, I ain't trying to call nobody. When I put this on, I had to have my phone to do it. Anyway, I can tell you specifically, but not exactly, I should say, like estimate, that I made it about 35 minutes through on the firm. And that's the reason why I'm saying semi-firm. This is the one I did, okay? I did, yeah, and it ain't for play. Now, when Kelsey does jumping jacks, y'all know from my old channel that I don't participate in the jumping jack action for the simple fact that, pain, okay? And I'm not going into any detail. I'm just telling you that pain is a strong word because it's not actually pain. It's uncomfortableness. That's what it is. And so, no. And so I have learned over the years from looking at the Biggest Loser and all these other places that it is a modification for the jumping jack, and I reserve the right to do that so I don't end up in the emergency room trying to explain something that don't make sense to explain. There's another move on here where you bend over with the weights, and it's been a while since I did it, so I didn't use weighted weights. Besides, I had did something to this elbow over here, my this wing over here. So I use these Zumba steps. So I done kind of like rigged up a whole workout, y'all. But I use these because I did remember that there's a point in this video where you have to bend over and put all your weight supporting on the opposite leg and then kick back. And so this little extra length here helped me out, okay? So thanks, Beto. I know you didn't have no intention of being incorporated into the firm, but a girl got to do what a girl got to do because I got to get my workout on. The reason I didn't go out to my workout place today is because last night I exercised kind of late, but I did exercise, and I'm happy to report that I was like maybe about 30 seconds off of my 15-minute mile. I'm going to get that 15-minute mile. But what happened was last night, after I finally calmed down, I had some cramps, like muscular cramps. And I don't usually have that. So tonight I will be drinking a glass of Calm, which is nothing but a magnesium supplement that helps with cramps. But it also, and I've showed y'all this before, but it also helps with, relaxing you out for sleep. I don't need it for the sleep. I need it not to be in here curling up like a shrimp in a skillet. That's what I need it for. So anyway, I was just like, I'm getting ready to get my workout done. This firm DVD is actually 60 minutes long, so I did a little bit more than half of it. And so for me not having food with this video in a while, I think I did doggone good. And the other alternative is to not to do anything at all, and that was not an option. I am thinking very seriously about changing the name of my workout area. And I will tell you all why. Yes, it's a story. Yesterday when I went out there, I have a it's like a stereo system that I've had for a whole lot of years. I don't know why I'm cradling these sticks like they're a small infant. Okay. But I have had the stereo for quite some while. And I mean, it's made it through like 2 office changes. And then I eventually ended up bringing it home to my home office. And with the advent of the Walkman. So that'll tell y'all about how old it is. Because once the Walkmans came out, the disc round things, I brought the stereo home because I would just use my Walkman. Okay, so anyway, the short of the long is that I had, for some reason, the stereo decided it didn't want to play. It didn't want to give up my DVD, and it didn't want to play. It was just going round and around and around like this. And I was just in my mind thinking, I really want some music out there. And besides, I want something to play CDs on, because I have it's like a little collection of it's like, I don't know what you call it. Collection is probably the best word, of DVDs that are specific with different beats per minute, which for different intensities of workout. And even though it's not Christian music, it does help you get your momentum up. Because I used to have one of them things where you swung back and forth, the arms and the legs. And I had to get rid of it. But I used it for quite a while. But it started making me get to the point where, never mind. Anyway, feet went numb, and you got to be able to feel your feet. And it was just because I was irritating. I think that what I was doing was irritating my SI joint, but I wasn't sure. And so basically what I did was I was able to get rid of it, and it went to a very good cause. I'm not going to talk about the cause. I'm just going to say it went to a good cause. But anyway, that's why I wanted something to play music on out there in the area. And so I had just picked the stereo up one day and just put it in the trash can. And I was like, you're not working anymore. There's no reason for me to keep you. And mind you, it wasn't the kind where you punch the button and it open up like this. This one had a cover on the front of it, and the cover would slide up vertically. And the CD would be like, you put the CD in like this. And then punch a button and the cover go back down. Okay? So I didn't pay any attention when I put the CD in the player in the trash can, that a CD that I had been looking for was actually in the player. And for about a week, Pierre has been trying to put it in the trash, and I was like, no, just, I put it out there, on the next go round, because the trash man comes like twice a week here. And so I was like, And I kept looking at it. And so yesterday I was getting ready to go out there and work out. And I had my eyeglasses, because I have a book out there that I'm reading, and I'm leaving it out there for incentive. And I had some more aromatherapy oils. And my hands were full, plus the keys in my hand. And I was going out there to, go get my workout in. And when I got ready to go, the Holy Spirit was like, take the CD player. And I was like, but it's in the trash can and it's junk. And why am I taking this out? It haven't worked in 2 years. And that's when I noticed that, number one, my Ron Kenoly CD that I have been looking for was in that player. And it has been at least 1.5 years, 2 years since I have messed with that CD thing, because it just frustrated me so, because it wasn't doing what it was, supposed to be doing. So I'm like the whole way out there muttering to take, I don't even know why I'm taking this out here. I'm just taking it out here only to have to take it to the trash can. And so that's what I'm deducing was, I was being led to take it out of the room just so I would be closer to taking it to the garbage. And so after I got it out there, when I opened the door, the oil that I had left in there before, y'all remember I told y'all it was dank smelling out there. And so the oil that was in the warmer, even though the warmer hadn't been on, had started kind of like permeating the room. So it smelled like rosemary out there. And when I walked in, I was like, oh man, it's starting to smell like I wanted to smell out here. And so I was immediately wanting to get on the treadmill and get cracking, but I was led to mess with the DVD player. Y'all know where I'm going. I took the input and the output in, mimicking all this stuff I've seen Pierre do, over the past, because, I don't do stuff like that. I'm just like, where it say open, open, where it say close, close, where it say on and off. That's the, my repertoire. And so, I'm sitting up there and, I'm on my balancing ball and I'm trying to get this thing to work because I plugged it in the wall because I was told to plug it in the wall. I took the input and output out, put it in places where I knew it wasn't supposed to be at, and then I said, well, I'm just going to put one more in here because time's a wasting and I need to get to walking. And so when I put it in, the cover, the open and close button was on the left side and it went up and then it went down. The thing hasn't done that in a year and a half, 2 years. Like I told you, I ain't been fooling with it because I haven't been working. And so I'm like, okay. And then I took the input and the output and put them in the places where they were supposed to be at. And out comes Ron Kenoly singing. And I'm telling you, it was the God is Able CD. And if I could have, I would have walked the entire time last night. Y'all, I got so excited. I was just walking and crying and walking and crying. It was just flat out. I'm not going to say it was ridiculous because it was not ridiculous. It was just amazing to me how the little bitty things that we ask God about and little bitty things that concern us concern Him. All I was doing was thinking about I would like to have music. And then I had to be obedient and listen to the Holy Spirit saying, take it out there. Because even when I was doing what I was being told to do, my mind is still trying to reason with why I'm doing what I'm doing. Oh, He's just getting you to take it out here so it can be closed. This is a sign for you to throw it in the trash can. It was not that at all. And that's why the word says that His ways, they're not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. As high as, I think it's as wide as the east is from the west, are His ways and His thoughts higher than ours. Because if it had been up to me with my mental human mind, I would have thrown a piece of equipment away that actually worked and ended up spending some unnecessary money. And granted, it probably would have blessed somebody if somebody would have came through and got it. But I'm saying it was something that was for my pleasure. And He just let me know you don't count stuff out. And you don't count people out. It's not even that. It's more important than people. It's more important than stuff is people. You don't count yourself out because you people. And so I did not feel bad about doing semi-firm, okay? Because that was better than nothing. And I don't feel bad at this point about being obedient and taking my DVD player out there because the thing is, it played as much of the CD as I wanted it to play. And then when I punched the button, the lid just came up and it went back down. It was like nothing was ever wrong with it. And when I tell you all it had not been working, I'm not playing. Zilch, nothing, just the CD in there spinning round and round and round was the last thing I remember a long time ago. And the lid not coming up or down. God is something else. And I don't know what I'm going to call the sweat factory. It might still remain the sweat factory. But right now, I'm about to call it the field of dreams. Because it's just so much stuff going on that I'm learning just from that little space out there. That's unbelievable. Y'all, if you haven't moved your meat, move your meat. If I can do the semi-firm and get through that, you can do something. I hope you have a good evening. Toodles.